almost 25% gain year to date in my TSP. Pay attention.
What's up, everybody? Active Duty Military here. Let's talk TSP. Let's talk retirement. How about that?
First big step, TSP.gov. That is where your retirement is. If you don't know anything about TSP.gov, you're already messing up. Log into your TSP.gov. If you never made an account, it is going to have you set up a new login. It's going to have to send you a password. As we learned in an earlier video that I made, I guess now the military puts you in the L fund, which is a life cycle fund. It invests your funds a little more eagerly in the beginning of your career, and then at the end, it kind of slows down and gives you a safety net. So it's not a terrible fund, but sometimes it's not the best fund, okay? So maybe do your own research and help yourself have a good retirement. Look at this sexiness right here, because I know what I'm talking about. My year-to-date rate of return is 24.87% for my retirement account. So you know what that means? You should probably listen to me because it seems like I know what I'm doing a little bit, right? When you get on this website, you can go to investments or change investments, etc., etc., etc. So instead of having it all go in the L fund or all go in the G fund, you're going to go on here and you're going to change what you want to do. So I have 10% in life cycle, and then I have 90% going into stocks. 10% going into the L250 fund, 70% going into the C fund, which is your S&P 500, your growth stocks. I have 10% going into the S funds, which is kind of some newer companies. The I fund is international investments. I have 10% going into that. My whole career, I have been stationed overseas. So what does that mean? That means that not now as much, but back in the day when I was in Germany, we were getting almost $1,000 in COLA. So what did I do? I went into my retirement account, which you can do through MyPay, and you can change the amount of percentage that you put into your retirement. When you join the active duty military, they only put 3% of your paycheck into a traditional TSP. You can go on MyPay, change that to a Roth TSP if you want to, and you can change the percentage of your base pay that goes into your retirement up to 80%, I think is the cap. I was doing 50% in Germany. 50% of my paycheck was going into my Roth TSP for over 2 years. So over $1,000 a month for over 2 years. Look at this crap. In the C fund, I have 368 shares. Look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. Oh my goodness, over 24%. Maybe you guys should start listening to me, huh? Seriously though, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I can direct message you, whatever. If you're actually interested in figuring out this retirement stuff for military, especially if you're planning on doing 20 years, I'm getting out, okay? Like, I'm not even planning on doing 20, but I'll still have all this money that I'll be able to pull out later on down the road. But if you're staying in 20 years, the stuff is really important. Like, you should really know what you're doing with your retirement, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know. And yes, I have more money in my retirement account than people that have been in like 10 years, 15 years. I've only been in not even 6 years yet, but I know what the heck I'm doing, okay? So just be smart. It's your life. Do your research. Be smart about decisions you make in life financially.
If you've made it this far in the video, you must really give a crap. So I ended up throwing this in for you. It's how to do the MyPay section for changing the percentage of how much goes into your retirement.
So after you get logged in here onto MyPay, you're going to come down here to Thrift Savings Plan. So right here, traditional TSP and Roth TSP. Like I said, they start you out at 3% traditional TSP. I changed mine to a Roth. You don't have to do that, but if you want some more info, I'll let you know why I do that. So you can go down here, click on this edit button here, and then in here, so it looks like you can actually do, okay, Roth maximum 60%, traditional maximum 84%. The only reason I'm doing 5% right now is because I'm getting out of the military. I used to do 50%, okay? But you go in here and you change your traditional TSP to 0, if that's what you want to do, and then you change this right here to, however much you can afford for your finances. Special pay, incentive pay, bonus pay, you can do that too. I wouldn't worry about it. Just base pay, okay? Set it up, and once you set it up, make sure your address is good to go, blah, blah, blah. Come down here, click continue, blah, 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 and set it up, and, review it, make sure, and then it will trigger it to happen